Assalamu alaikum. I am Fatimah Sattar. You're watching Filmain Waghera and this is Behind the Film. I will be talking about Studio Ghibli. For those who aren't familiar with what that is, this video is like a brief introduction as to what sort of a cinema this is. Recently, Netflix started streaming 21 of their films, which is a great news for all movie lovers, especially those who are fond of animated films like myself. Studio Ghibli is an animated film studio from Japan. This is 2D animation, very traditional, very true to its essence, where every single frame is hand-drawn. This is anime, a style that is distinct to Japan, and it's very different from Disney, which is a very popular example of 2D films. So a very common idea that animated films are for children because Disney and Pixar are targeted for children, but that's not true for Studio Ghibli. It has storylines that can engage people from any age group. These are complex stories with very mature themes, but at the same time they are told in a very basic and simplified manner which can be understood by children as well, and I think that's brilliant. I mean, the characters are so relatable, so human that you feel something whenever you watch them, no matter how old you are. I'm 26 and I still feel something whenever I watch one of these films. Studio Ghibli films are considered art, and it is said that each frame looks like a painting because there's such attention to detail and everything is so meticulously done, and the music is brilliant. They talk about war, they talk about illnesses, they talk about family. There is Japanese folklore, Japanese myths. They talk about how unfortunately we're destroying nature, whereas nature is something that's very spiritual and sacred. One of my favorite films from Studio Ghibli is The Wind Rises. It is a fictionalized biopic on Jiro Horikoshi, who was a Japanese aircraft designer who made a fighter jet during the Second World War. So the film follows his journey from him being a little boy in a small town to when he goes to college, and then later on starts designing aircrafts and then travels the world to Germany to learn new technologies. So the boy Jiro has recurring dreams where he meets this Italian aircraft designer Caparoni, and he talks about his ambitions and how he sees airplanes as dreams and marvels of technology. But in reality, they are used for war and for killing and stuff. So a very interesting thing in this film is the parallel that's drawn, because on one side they're talking about war and poverty and commenting on first world countries and third world countries, and then at the same time there are dreams about flying and touching the sky and Japanese becoming more advanced with their airplanes. So that's very mature. And this film also has a romantic edge to it where Jiro falls in love with a girl who is fighting an illness, and it's a very intense film that leaves you haunted. And it's amazing how an animated film can make you feel like that. But I guess that's the mastery of Studio Ghibli. With these films being on Netflix now, which is great, I think these are way more accessible now and people should definitely watch them for those who haven't yet. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to Filmain Waghera, and please do explore these films and let us know. Thank you.